I'm also from Canada, and unlike my wife, I think that such camps could occur in Canada. In fact, probably are occurring. They may be covert, they may not be known, but certainly in Canada, you could not have a public demonstration where you're calling for the death of other religions or other political parties or whatever. And within the last couple of years in Canada, there were
in those slogans, what were they saying? I'm not quite clear. Were they saying death to Muslims or something? What were they saying?
They were saying who's asking for the separation of Kashmir and India must be killed.
Yeah, must be killed.
So whoever's asking for Kashmir to be separated.
It's like a political issue. People have their own case.
If you ask for Kashmir, we'll cut it.
We got it.
Cheer देंगे.
Same notion of this BJP, ABVP and
Yeah, this is an RSS. Absolutely.
You can see the brainwashing at play because
Yes.
they're not taught about what the political movement of Kashmir is about,
Right.
what the reasons for their demand for separation is
Right,
about.
right,
But
right.
simply the slogan and sloganeering is one of the ways of
Indoctrination.
brainwashing.
Yes, absolutely.
And you can see that in a very simplistic manner, just milk and ghee, followed by instantly cheating.
And the other aspect is
Powerful
that,
writing.
yeah, and the other aspect is even here suppose, for example,
Can I pass the mic to
I
her?
wasn't finished.
Oh, okay. We just let him finish.
Yes, this will fall under legislation against propagation of hate against other groups.
Right.
They were into trouble there. But what I had begun to say was that in the last couple of years in Canada, there were 2 cases regarding honor killings, both of which were occurring within the Muslim community. And when they came before the Canadian courts, the argument was that this is...
Take this mic, that's not very clear.
So the argument that came before the courts by the families was, this is part of our culture, this is part of our tradition, and they wanted to say, we have the freedom in Canada to practice our religion. So the courts were considering their argument for freedom of religion, and they came down on the side and said, no, this is not freedom of religion, this is murder. And there was an immediate reaction from some Islamist groups saying that this was, Canada was practicing Islamophobia. So it's the sort of thing you were talking about, Professor Pandy, that something occurs and then there's a group that reacts to it and saying, oh, this is not a just decision of the court, this is Canada engaging in Islamophobia.
suppose we are just thinking that since they were trained so much with using guns and hatred, and if you ask so Kashmir we will kill you or whatever. But if you see it, even Prachi herself faces that it's enough, you're already of this age, now it's time for you to get married. Suppose if that situations come where India is being challenged and where they said that Pakistan will come and ask, but will this woman really go and fight a battle? Because you have been trained to fight a battle, but overtly you have been trained to stay at home. So that question itself is a big,
I think they deliberately asked her that question at the end as well.
Yeah.
You're fighting for a cause that's actually controlling you.
Yeah, so we are fighting, you are actually taught to believe that you are fighting for a cause, but when in actuality, your destiny lies in the domesticity of your home.
Right. Very good. Can we pass the mic at the back, please?
Thank you so much. Something is not clear to me. Did you say that the culture here allows people to harm themselves?
Sorry, I didn't
To harm or to commit suicide? Does the Constitution accept people to commit suicide?
No, the Constitution doesn't accept it, but it's a cultural practice in parts of India to commit suicide when your husband dies. There are many horrors in our country. We can be completely upfront about it.
Even now, is it still taking place? Is it still taking place now?
The last was 2005.
2005?
Last reported.
Yeah. We hope we shall not have any more.
We hope so too, but there are many horrors in all cultures. This is, You know, that's what I feel about this film. Somewhere this film disturbed me in another way than what you were saying.
And also, how about if it is the other way?
Sorry,
If,
yes.
if it is the wife
No,
passing
husband
away,
doesn't come
as
into
the
it.
husband also
No
angry.
chance, no chance. He gets another problem.
He
Yeah.
gets another one.
Another one.
Not fair.
No, no, see, you have to understand in India, see, unlike. My voice is back. I don't think it will come. See, unlike in Islam, marriage is a contract. If the contract doesn't work, you can break it. Though, of course, this does not apply to Muslim women in India because they have also been influenced by Hinduism. Christianity also does not allow the breakup of marriage. If you look at the Bible, it says, let no one put asunder which God has united. But in Hinduism, you marry a man not just for this life, but for 7 lives. And the most highly ideologically placed woman is one who is married. See, my work as a historian is on looking at the Devdasis. Again, you marry a woman to a temple goddess. And so she could never become a widow. And so she is regarded as a very highly placed woman. So, ideologically, these are certain issues which are very difficult.
Okay.
Yeah.